And just we're here from the Crack back to a new Gumball review, and if you need last one, go and check it out. And we were reviewing the next 4 episodes of Season 3. And starting with the first one, which is a really good one. And it starts with Gumball and Darwin making this card for their mom and remembering what they got her the last time, which, yeah, wasn't really that good. And, yeah, it's a Mother's Day card for Nicole. And Tobias and Banana Joe are saying that their moms are the coolest, are the super moms. So, yeah, now they're having to fight over this, of whose mom is the coolest. And there's only one way to settle it, which is going to the mall and telling their moms to go and do whatever while they have something to do. So their moms are completely unaware of what they're being dragged into. And yeah, we see that Tobias and Banana Joe, of course, are there, and they're gonna have to see whose mom is the greatest. And yeah, Nicole is going up the escalator, and they're turning up the setting on the escalator to see how fast they can go. And yeah, Banana Joe just baiting or bruising his own mom by throwing some drinks at her, saying heads up, before he didn't even say it right when he's throwing it. And then we have Tobias's mom, which is with strength. And, of course, she's cheating. Yeah, she's cheating. Well, Tobias is the one that's cheating on this contest. So it's like Tobias told his mom about the whole plan of what they're doing. And then we're just seeing a montage of them just doing all these different things with each of the moms. And I just love Darwin's legs, though. Like, man. But yeah, we're just seeing all these different things that each of the moms are doing. And of course, Tobias's mom is cheating, obviously. And yeah, it is pretty much tied. It is pretty much tied between Nicole and Tobias's mom. And the last one to do is this hot sauce challenge. And she pretty much just chugs the hot sauce. But apparently they cheated. And what Tobias's mom was chugging down was ketchup. Yeah. And again, that's when they found out that they were cheating. And yeah, Darwin and Gumball went over to Nicole and saying that they won. And of course they gets angry with what they did and saying to go into the car and that they're grounded. And then they get an idea of what to do. Saying, "You're super mom. Happy Mother's Day. We are sorry." And they end up being trapped. And now, yeah, the thing that they were on snaps because they can't hold both of them. And now they're hanging and needing help. And Gumball is screaming for Nicole, and she can hear that they need help, and she is on her way to rescue them, and they're about to fall, and Nicole saves them, and everything all works out at the end, and Nicole just flying upwards, like an actual superhero. But yeah, definitely a really good episode. And now to the next one, which this one's another great one as well. And it starts with Gumball, Anais, and Darwin just trying to get to the computer, and even making Gumball just sit on top of the pencils. And it turns out it needs a password, and Richard was actually behind the door, and of course Nicole is making him do what she needs to say, and they make Nicole angry, and you can actually see how angry she is with the sparks, saying that I heard that. And yeah, they lock out NIEs out of their bedroom. And apparently it's a favorite child that they need to guess. Gumball, wrong answer. Even Darwin, wrong answer. So that is only one. NIEs. Yep. And access granted. So they do this sad dance after realizing that Nicole and Richard are choosing favorites. Are doing favorites. Which I would never do favorites. If I ever had kids of my own in the future, I would never do favorites. I don't really know why people do favorites though when it comes to like a favorite child or something. But yeah, they can see that of how good they are, and even finishing each other's sandwich as well. And Gumball and Darwin having this very creepy smile, and trying to get Richard back to the table, saying that they'll fix his sandwich, which they make this giant stack, and yeah, he's starting to choke, and then yeah, he's choking, and they jump on top of him and squirt all of the stuff out, and then they try to give him a bath, and he slips, and yeah, it's not going right. And the water starts burning him. And then he tries to go into the car. And then a dog is in there. Like, they're trying to kill Richard here. And, yeah, they play this video, making it seem like NIEs is talking bad about Richard. And, of course, they're saying. But, of course, we say that they didn't even get to cut out the part where... Or they didn't actually cut out the last part where, yeah, of course it shows that it's the one that they're making it. And, yeah, he actually gets mad and tells them that to go to their rooms. And Nicole is wondering how they were. And, yeah, now they're starting to fight each other because saying a new computer. And they're like, no, I'm going to get it first. So, yeah, Nicole and Richard are fighting over the kids of getting a new computer. And again, it's absolutely crazy though. Like, they're going absolutely insane. Like, it's just almost getting hit by different vehicles in the process. And I just love how at the gas station, how calm they are at the gas station. And then when they get back, they're back on the road, and again, just absolutely crazy. And then they go and get a computer, and Richard just drives straight into the store, and Darwin and Gumball tell them telling them what they become, and then they realize of what they were doing, and of course Larry is telling them that they have to pay for the damages, and Nicole drops this cracker, and yeah, they leave, and after he gets angry, he eats it, and apparently it was password the whole time. The password. Richard said the password was password the whole time. But they realized that, yeah, NIE's was the one that changed it. To pretty much, she set this whole thing up. Yeah, she set this whole thing up. So there was no favorite child, obviously. She changed it to make it NIE's. And putting favorite child. And of course, Gumball and Darwin are angry, like furious. And NIE, even though she is little, she is so clever, though. And of course, we just see them blow up as well of anger. Like, absolutely insane, though. Again, she can be, she's a genius, though. She is a mastermind. Yeah, a really solid episode. Right, so we're with the next episode, and this is another good one. And this episode reminds me of the SpongeBob episode. This episode is called Procrastinators. And yeah, procrastinators. And again, this episode reminds me of the actual procrastination episode on SpongeBob. Where SpongeBob had to do his um what not to do at a stoplight assignment, and he was doing all these different excuses not to do it. This episode is pretty much Gumball and Darwin having to. It starts with Gumball and Darwin having to take out the trash. Nicole tells them to take out the trash, and she has this very funny face, though. Like her chin, which is quite funny. And, yeah. Gumball and Darwin aren't even taking out the trash. And they have to do it before she gets back. At 5 o'clock. And, yeah, we're just gonna see them just pretty much doing everything that they can to avoid taking out the trash. And all these different things, too. Again, all they're having to do is just take out the trash, and they're doing all these different things that we see them doing. And, yeah, we just see the trash just still sitting there where Nicole left it. And a literal food fight as well that I just found so funny. And finding a chocolate bar, which I'm guessing is supposed to be a chocolate bar, and the couch, and Gumball eating it as well. And stacking some different like plates and bowls and stuff on top of each other, and a staring contest, and throwing frisbees, and doing these weird different things too, and trying to eat hot sauce. And yeah, he gets the trash, thinking that he's gonna take out the trash, but no, he breaks the clock and he just puts the trash back. And yeah, they're just putting on this ugly makeup, and it's 3:25, and they still haven't done it. They're still avoiding. They're being procrastinators for sure. Playing chess, drawing pictures, and Darwin's has a creepy clown in it. And no, there's a clown, a literal clown, in the back, saying about with Nicole. And again, they're still trying to take out the trash. And then they end up making music, still not taking out the trash. And then it's time for Nicole to get home, and she enters the house and wondering if they have taken out the trash. And they have to take the trash out and then also take the groceries. But you'll never believe what bag they actually threw in the trash truck. The groceries. Yeah, they end up throwing the wrong bag into the garbage truck, and they're eating literal garbage from that they were supposed to do. Yeah, kind of gross, but very funny as well. A very good episode. And then we get to the next episode, and this is definitely another good favorite of mine. Again, there's a lot of favorites of mine in season 3. A lot of really favorite episodes I love in season 3. And I've seen people talk about this one, like the mysterious Mr. Enter. He's talked about this before on his honorable animation. I know I've seen him talk about a long time ago. Way before I started watching Gumball, I've seen him, and yeah, remembering back for what he said about this, it definitely shows how good of an episode it is. And it starts with Gumball and Penny doing a play and accidentally headbutting Penny in the face. And yeah, Gumball is just so ashamed. And Penny ends up having a crack in her cell. And of course, her dad cannot know anything about this. And I don't know what it is with their tongue. With their tongues that they're doing. It's weird though. And then we see Mr. Fitzgerald. Which I love that name. Mr. Fitzgerald. Or Patrick. Yeah, also Patrick, as he's called. Is saying to Penny that they've been worried sick about her. And yeah, she says about her eye. And saying that she's grounded. And trying to tell Gumball that he is her father. And yeah, Gumball is trying to stand up. And yeah, the family is just feeding each other food, like from the same spoon, or not exactly the same spoon, but you know what I mean. Yeah, and of course Gumball doesn't want to talk about it, and Nicole then says if Gumball is all right because he hasn't eaten, and he says that he's a big boy, and he goes and cries, and then Gumball sees Penny, and Penny wonders if he's been crying, and he said no, he's got really sweaty eyes. Yeah, just think about saying that to a girl, saying that no, no, you're not crying. You have very sweaty eyes. Imagine what they're gonna react to that. I mean, Penny actually doesn't react disgustedly about it though. But again, think about saying that to an actual girl though, and yeah, of course, the rest of the family is, not giving them any privacy. They're overhearing their conversation, and Penny is worried that Gumball may not like the real her that has been in her cell the whole time. And Gumball tells her to break free, which she does. And I really love the real look of Penny. Yeah, she is absolutely beautiful. I really love how she looks, how her design of her real look. But Penny is thinking that she's a monster, but Gumball is trying to say that she is amazing, looks stunning, and trying to go after her, but she thinks that she's a monster, even though she's not. And of course, Mr. Fitzgerald says that she's out of her cell, and Gumball actually snaps at Mr. Fitzgerald and then saying, "Pop the hood." And we end up seeing Gumball getting into these banana houses. And some weird, awkward moments that happen, too, that are quite funny. And then we see the pest control, or animal control. And, yeah, literal cockroaches. And, yeah, Mr. Fitzgerald actually helps Gumball, telling to go and get Penny. And, yeah, the animal control actually suits Nicole, and she starts melting. And Gumball then shows what he truly thinks about Penny and kisses her. A really satisfying ending to a good episode, for sure. Again, definitely a good one, and definitely another one of my very favorites of season 3 and of the series as well. But yeah, I'd like to know what y'all think. Let me know in the comment section down below. And again, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'd definitely like to know what y'all think. Catch you on the next one.